Russia begins talking about peace again, seeking recognition of territorial arrangements and cessation of Ukrainian forces' actions.
Here's a summary of the article.
GALUZIN. Photo by RIA Novosti. The Russian Foreign Ministry, represented by Deputy Foreign Minister Mikhail Galuzin, has once again reiterated its demands for peace, noting that it wants to seize the occupied territories. Quote from Galuzin: "In order to achieve a comprehensive, just and lasting peace, Ukraine must restore its neutral, non-aligned status, as enshrined in the 1990 Declaration of its state sovereignty, and refuse to join NATO and the EU. The new territorial arrangements that have emerged through exercising the right of peoples to self-determination must be recognized." Details. He also stated that the traditional denazification and demilitarization were necessary and that a settlement is possible only if the Ukrainian armed forces cease hostilities. Yermak wrote on social media, without mentioning the Russian Foreign Ministry, that Kyiv would not talk to Russia while its forces were on the territory of Ukraine. Quote, "There is no force that will make Ukrainian society and the state leadership talk to the Russians today while Russian troops are on our territory."
This post received a score of 16,000, with an upvote ratio of 93%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
I keep everything I stole from you and we call it even, deal?
And in a few years, I come back to steal more. And repeat this a few times more till you have nothing left anymore. Okay. Cool.
Hey, why are you hitting me back? The worst part is that this is not even a joke anymore. When Belgorod was attacked last week by the Russian insurgents, a Russian lady recorded a video saying, "What did we do to deserve this?" Greater than a Russian lady recorded a video saying, "What did we do to deserve this?" It's probably that she thinks the war is not something that concerns her personally, and thus, have zero responsibility or feelings of guilt towards it.
Concerns her personally now, that's for sure.
You may not be interested in war, but war is interested in you, Leon Trotsky.
Huh, I thought I said that.
I appreciate your commitment to Russian literature, but no.
Russia will simply use the peace negotiation talks to reposition itself and attack Ukraine. Don't ever trust Russia when it comes to this.
I seem to recall them having already done this too, early in the conflict when the two sides were still meeting at tables. They weren't really negotiating then either, just stalling for time to move troops.
Don't forget when they would agree to humanitarian corridors to evacuate citizens, then hit them with artillery.
And then blame it on Ukraine.
Motherfuckers.
Russia is a snake, ignore this clown.
This news comes out literally one day after Medvedev declared that the conflict could last for decades.
Translation from Russian: we need a timeout so we can rearm until the US gets caught up in their election and are distracted.
Yep. Russia can't sustain another 500 days of war like the last, and now with France and Britain sending long-range missiles, 1 million artillery shells from the EU, F-16s coming soon and hundreds of Western tanks, things are starting to look very bleak, especially since Russian manufacturing can't keep pace. If Russia really does want peace, all they have to do is return to the 1991 borders and give back the Ukrainians they've kidnapped, but they refuse to do so, and Ukrainians are determined to keep fighting.
Greater than if Russia really does want peace, all they have to do is return to the 1991 border. They can't, given the number of deaths, the propaganda and shithole they've turned their country into. The leadership has effectively backed them into a corner. If they leave, then they lose power. We then get some other nut job, which sends the patriotic comrades into an enraged frenzy due to the perceived humiliation.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.